is after 9 p.m. I'm going to build a goat milking stand. So this isn't put together yet, but this is how it's going to be. This is going to be like the top. The long side is 45 inches and the middle one is 18, and then the feet are right there. They are 21. So you see that little jigsaw over there? I cut all this on my own. My husband doesn't trust me to use this nail gun, so he's going to do that. But right now, him and the kids are on the road riding bicycles. I need some more wood. So over there in the yard, I can't walk over there because the light's off. But over there in the yard is some extra wood. And so I'm walking over there and I smell skunk, really strong. I can smell it here now. I'm wondering if it sprayed when it saw me come in, or I don't know. But I can smell it here where I'm standing at, but before I walked over there, I didn't smell anything. So, this is the railing from the porch. I may make a little enclosed area to have this milking stand in. I already have an overhang coming off of the chicken coop, and I'm thinking if I don't have it fenced off when I go to give the goats the does grain and to milk them, the other goats are probably gonna bombard us. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to fence that in somehow, and this would be really cute as fencing there. So yeah, but this is gonna be part 1 to this milking stand. I'm really excited. This is just some wood that I had laid around. So my husband, I did tell him that I wanted to use some of this wood. Sorry, the compressor's on, so I had to pause y'all for a second. I want to kind of use some of this wood, but then I had figured this would be lighter because it's not as big and heavy as these. So if I need to, I can use some of that. But I have some more 2x4s, like an old table over there that I can take apart. That's mine, that is not being used. I'm gonna walk up to the street. I actually have not had any signal since 11:30 today. It goes in and out. When I'm outside, I have a tiny bit of signal, but when I go in the house, there's an X. So you can see the reflectors on their bicycles. They have little lights. So these are the bicycles that I had got from the lady who had them for free with a washing machine. And I may not make that wash machine into a chicken plucker because it's actually better than the wash machine that we have. There's a car coming from over there. Well, I got on one of those bikes and I was able to ride for a couple seconds. And then a cop pulled down the street towards us, and so we just decided to get out of the street. But now my knee is hurting, so I'm going to need to take one of those meloxicams. The prescription actually says to take it twice a day. He told me to take it once a day, but I'm going to take it twice a day. It's what the prescription bottle says. So it's 7 milligrams, but my husband is changing a tire on his truck right now, so I'm just waiting for him to get done so that we can put this milk stand together. I still have to figure out what I'm going to put on the top because I'm not really sure what we're going to use, but we'll figure it out. This is the next day. I just got back from Baton Rouge, but my husband cleaned out my trailer yesterday. He said there was several wasp nests in here. I backed my truck up to right here and I put all my hay out so that I can put it in here, but I didn't want to put it in here because it's gotten dark. My husband got stung by a wasp in here the other day, and he had a really bad allergic reaction to it. My friend had to come and give him some Benadryl and some cortisone cream, and it was really bad. So I was kind of worried to come in here and handle anything, since I know that there was some wasp nests. So he got it cleaned out. There's a bunch of tools and stuff in here. He put it out there so that I can get my hay under cover. We aren't expecting any kind of rain, but with it being hurricane season, you just never know whenever something's just going to pop up. So, this is Jigs Bahia combo. It has these hard pieces in it, but the goats really like this hay, so I've never had a problem with it. I pay $5 a bale, which is the cheapest I can find it. There's another person local who has like grass hay. I think it's just Bahia for $6 a bale, but other than that, it's $8 to $9 a bale. So it's the cheapest I can get it, and I haven't been buying in bulk. Usually I just buy 2 or 3 bales at a time, but I had some money from selling those ducks and some other things, and so I decided to just go ahead and get it in bulk. My goats eat about 1 bale of hay per week. There's 50 weeks in the year, so I would prefer to buy like a large amount at one time. He did say that he's hoping that in October he'll have another cut off of his fields. So yeah, he was having trouble getting his hay cut and then picked up because it was raining so much. He said hopefully in October he'll have enough sun to cut and then let it dry on the ground before it gets too cool, because usually in October the days are shorter, so it takes longer for it to dry. So I have a lot of work to do. I had to put all these into the trailer. But this is what he got me this trailer for, so that I could have storage for good dry hay for the goats. He got the goat stand made. Like I said, from here to here is 45 inches. And then this board that's on the inside here is 18 inches. These legs were cut to 21 inches, but they start here and go down, and then we decided to put this in here. These boards just happen to be the right size off of something we cut. I can't tell you how many inches these are for the head part, because I literally sent the kids to the backyard to grab one of the goats, and then we let her stick her head through. We just put these sides on. So there were just some pieces that we had. And then we let the goat come in, put her head between these two, and then measured her with her head down, and then we nailed this board on here. So depending on what kind of goats you have, I would highly suggest letting your biggest doe or your smallest doe in there to see what size what size you need to have it at, what height. So this seemed to be the best height for her. My 3 does are pretty much the same size. One's a little bit smaller, but it seemed pretty accurate. So then we just put this on. This board is nailed in there. I did add a nail here and a nail here, and this one is not, it's nailed at the bottom, but it's not nailed at the top so that it can go back and forth. Later on, I will put a bolt in here so that it can go back and forth, but be more secure. And then we'll just use this piece of wire to twist this on just to keep this closed. We did put this on here. We will adjust this according to the size of their neck to know, we just won't want them to get their head all the way through, but they need to be able to move their neck to eat and stuff. So I only have this feeder right here. It is in 2 different sections. So I need to buy one that has one solid feeder. I was using one side for feed and one side for minerals. But I'm very happy with how this turned out. It looks great. Let me know what you think. Okay, first up we have Miriam. That's good, huh, Miriam? You can see she can't get her head through there, which is what we wanted. She's got plenty of room, but she's kind of freaking out. See, she's got plenty of room through there. I can fit my whole hand in. Now, my goal with this is to be able to touch them. Now, Miriam's probably not pregnant. If she is, she's not very far along. but I want to be able to touch their udder without them acting crazy. And she does pretty good, even with me walking around her. So just while she's standing here, I'm just going to touch her udder. Miriam does have, like, multiple teats. Not sure if you can see them, but she's got 2 teats on this side. And that's not really great for a dairy breed. So she did just choke on this. She's never had these alfalfa pellets before. But I'm thinking I might, instead of buying another feeding tray, I'm just going to cut this in half. Because it's split at the bottom, and I don't think, see, it's kind of to the side. So before I put the other goat in there, I will cut that, and then I'll make a hole in here so that it's straight down. They don't need a really big feeder. Sorry, Miriam. I did have to massage her throat to help her swallow that. She's never had alfalfa pellets before, so. But that's my littlest girl. So I cut that in half. I got it screwed back in center. And you can see she's not really leaning against this side to eat. This is Bai. Bai is heavily pregnant. Hoping she's got twins in there. I can feel her babies. And you can see how big her udder is. Now she dances. She almost choked herself to death. You don't want to step off there, baby. She does not want me to touch her udder, but it's gonna happen. You're gonna fall. You're gonna fall. Alright, I'm gonna leave her alone. I do need to trim her hooves. And that is a good thing to have a milk stand for, because you can actually get to their feet. So I will push this all the way up against this fence, just so that they can't fall off that side whenever I am fooling with them. But she is a pretty girl. And she's got a very nice udder for a first freshener, which means this is going to be her very first time having babies. It's the next day. I did build this ramp on the back of here because the other doe, I think she's having like multiple babies. Miriam's headbutting the fence because she hasn't had her grain yet. She's just too big for me to pick up, and she's too big to jump down. So, you done? But I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. It has been a little bit drawn out with several days in the making, but I think this turned out absolutely wonderful. And cannot wait for these girls to have babies on the ground. Huh. Isn't that right? And I can pet you and you can't get away from me. Yes. I am considering selling my buck this year and keeping babies from these girls if they give me any does. So, let me put her away. She's not happy that she's out of grain, but I'm starting very slowly, giving them grain that they haven't had before. Well, they've had it, but it's been a while. I've never given them alfalfa, though, so hopefully this does some good for them when it comes to making milk. So thanks for watching, everybody. Y'all be blessed. Say bye. Good girl. She gonna come up here by herself. Okay, hold on. Oh, don't fall. You gotta go on that side. Through here. Through there. Oh, hang on, break my fence down. There you go. She got up there by herself. You're such a good girl. Slow down with them pellets, okay?